Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another fun Saturday night with Ron Unconditional Love Terrell. So let's see what we have here. Um, Hi, Rainy. How are you? Happy Mother's Day to you and all mothers. Marsha Green is in the house. Hi, Marsha Green. Happy Mother's Day to you. Hi, Kay. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Thank you for being here. So, what a week. So, you guys uh, watch the new Pope? Did you guys watch the new Pope? I was watching and like I watched in the morning and there was black smoke, and then next thing I know, hi County B, happy Mother's Day to you too, and all your loved ones. How are you? So she said, "Dad, who do double duty." Yeah, right. Okay. Uh, I was watching when I saw the black smoke, and then all of a sudden, the white smoke came through the chimney. So I knew when the white smoke comes through the chimney that there's a new pope. So I was watching. I was happy about that. But I found it was really, really fast. They voted for a new pope in such a. Hi, Laurie. How are you? Happy Mother's Day to you too. So, um, So I was watching that and I saw the white smoke and I said to my wife, I said, "Oh my God, they have a new pope already? Wow, that didn't take long. This is history making for sure." Hi Cheryl, how are you? Happy Mother's Day to you too. Uh, so I was watching that and I was happy they voted for a new pope. And also I think I remember talking to my wife and I was mentioning they should choose a pope that's younger, like much younger, like maybe. So they did choose a pope that was younger, 69 years old. And I was watching that. And uh, then I heard the pope's name, the real name was Robert Francis Prevost. And Prevost, oh, okay, you don't have any children. Well, cats, yeah, those are kids because our animals it's like our kids. Cats, dogs, everything. They're like our babies, so one way or the other. So yeah. And Marshall Green says I wasn't watching TV at all. I was watching a little bit on the news, and I was happy. And his last name is Prévost. Prévost is a French name, by the way. So uh, then I was wondering, oh my God, first time in history, American Pope. So first time in history. And I was wondering, because of his last name, before I found out later on, were native of Chicago, but I knew Prévost was a French name, so I was wondering, was he really, really born in the United States, or like he could have been born here, where I am in Quebec, in Canada, and have moved to America and became a American citizen. But I found out later on that he was born in Chicago in 1955. I found that out, and also I heard that his dad was Haitian and his mom was Italian. So, oh my God! But just when I saw him, when they put a picture up on TV and I watched it. And people were happy in the streets and everything. Everybody was jumping around like crazy. He's a good person. Uh, he spent 30 years. I heard he spent 30 years in Peru. So in Peru, it's not easy. not in that country at all. Uh, he's very much for workers and the poor. So I think it's going to be, uh, he's going to continue from Pope Francis. So anyway, and that's what I saw his picture on TV. So yeah, but I like the way he talks and everything. The way I saw him, I think I feel good vibrations, good energy from him. So I think he's going to make a difference, you know. And strange thing is, imagine that the way you got a president that's creating chaos in the United States. Now you got a pope that's the opposite of 45. So wow. And also I've heard that I know Pope Francis spoke against JD Vance that I know, and 45. So I think it's going to go in the same direction. I think it's going to continue. I like this Pope there. Yeah. So how's the weather, you guys? What I love about this new Pope is that he will not be afraid to stand up to Trump. No, he won't. But he won't go in his face like directly, but he will say what he has to say. Um, he speaks the truth, like he has a really, really good intentions. So uh, and he's younger besides that, so different generation. The Pope Francis was 76, I believe, when he became Pope, and Pope Francis named him. So I guess. Hi, Akila. How are you? Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day. I hope everything is well with you. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. So, oh, I love your picture. You got a new picture, right? Is that a new picture? Or I just noticed it, maybe. Yeah, I like your picture. So, so anyway, uh, and then what I heard, it makes me uh, all is well. Yes, a new picture. There you go. Okay, new picture. Yeah, yeah. I like your hair. I like it. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. So, uh, besides that, what made me smile is that I was happy the new pope, but I was also happy when I heard that his dad was Haitian and his mom was Italian, and I said, "Oh my God!" Because at first I didn't know all this information, but I knew that Prevo, you guys, that is a French name. So I was wondering if it was really, really native of uh, the United States. And apparently he is. He was born there in Chicago. So I guess that's the whole history about that. But I was happy about that. I know me and my wife were like, ooh, we're watching all these people in the streets, like really, really enjoying when they saw the white smoke. So I saw the black smoke in the morning. They didn't get to choose, and then well, I think Pope Francis put him in named him in one of those high cardinals. I don't know how that works, but he put his name up there, and apparently he spent 30 years in Peru. So Peru is, oh boy, yeah, that's a country where these people that need a lot of help, poverty and fighting for the workers and things like that. So I think it's going to continue. But it's amazing that in history, the first American pope, it's funny. At these times when America is in chaos, like what 45 with 45 there, and all of a sudden we got a new pope that comes from United States also. Oh my! I think he just he just he's got to be protected though because the new pope, some people might not like him because he speaks the truth anyway. So and he's younger. He's going to be there a longer time than Pope Francis, I believe. He's going to live longer. So how is the weather? Hey, finally letting you guys know we're starting to see leaves on the trees. It's been a long journey to get here. So because we had rain, cold weather, everything, name it, and finally now the leaves are starting to show up at the end of the branches. So I'm loving it. It's turning green here and green leaves all over the place. So, yeah. So how was your week, you guys? How was your week, and how are you going to be um, celebrating? I believe some people here will be celebrating Mother's Day tomorrow with their kids, daughters, sons. I don't have any kids either, so we're going to celebrate anyway. So my kids were my animals, the animals, my dog, things like that. Uh, so my little Jenny left me in 2023. So when you have animals like that, they're like our babies. know. So how's the weather where you guys are? The weather is so far. It's going to be warmer than usual. Like all of a sudden, we didn't get that kind of weather before. We had cold weather, rain, and all kinds of stuff. And oh my God, we're even freezing. So Kay says, I agree, Rod. Our pets are our children. That yes, Delphi. Hi, Delphi. Happy Mother's Day to you too. She says, so that's the way I look at it because my God, I've had animals actually all my life. I might get another one. I don't know. I'm thinking about it really, really. It's been over a year now since I lost mine, and I sometimes see my neighbor's dog. So her name is Abby. So she goes nuts when she sees me. Oh my God! Oh my God, Lori Simpson was in a three-car accident 2 weeks ago. Will the outcome be good? Finding a car I can afford. Okay, I got you. So, if you have any questions, put them in the queue on capital letters and let me know so I can see them. Uh, is it up there? I hope it's up there. Oh my God, what's happening here? Give me a second here. I'm trying to start this. Okay, I think it's starting now. Hi, Sylvie. Hi, Sylvia. Thanks. Happy Mother's Day. I had to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom. She's on the other side, so my mom has passed in the year 2000. My God, time flies. 25 years ago. Yeah, I can pull a card for you, Kate. I've got you started up there. So if anybody else wants a card, a reading, let me know. Um, I know. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I said it last week. Yeah, I think I did. Was it last week? That we won the election. I won my election anyway. I voted for Mark Carney and the Liberals. So, my God, the the opposition were Pierre Polyev lost his seat in his own writing. He's the leader of the opposition, and he lost his writing. MAGA, Maple MAGA, they call him Maple MAGA. He lost his own writing. Uh, oh my God. I thought that was funny. I said, "Oh, there you go. That's karma for you when you do stuff like that, you know." Yeah, he lost in his own writing, but apparently somebody's going to step down and give him a position. They'll have to do um, an election in that area. So, but he lost in his own writing. So there you go. I thought that was something else. And besides, he lost the election. So yeah. Oh, so your mom, so was my mom. June 30th, 2000. It was suddenly surprised everyone. Yes, mine was the my mom died. I still remember the date, just before Christmas. It's pretty hard to lose your mom just before Christmas. It was December 8th, 2000. I was there. I was lucky to spend the week with her, the last week with her, so in the hospital, because she doesn't live in my area, so I had to travel about 3.5 hours to be there, and I spent the week there with her. Um, so she died of cancer, the lung cancer, and it goes pretty fast. So she had one of those oxygen tanks, she used to breathe through, and I used to take the mask off, and it was all white all around the lips like that. I had to clean, wipe her her mouth off because of the oxygen. So I guess that's why her mouth, baby, it was all white, all like a white mustache all around. So yeah, yeah, it was pretty hard. Uh, it was just before Christmas, and then I didn't celebrate Christmas that year because I'm the only son, so I had to take care of the success, the will. I had to take care of funeral. There was 4 feet of snow came down the week that the day that was they were supposed to have a funeral service. I had to They had to put it off to a couple days later. Oh my God! I had to go through all her belongings and all that. You know, I'm those woman's clothes and things like that. I was like, oh, geez. Lucky one of my aunts was there at the time, so I asked her, "Can you stay a little longer and help me with this stuff?" So I ended up giving away some of her clothes. So you know, so she worked with me. So like uh, yeah, I never went into my personal mother stuff. So it was kind of like, oh my God, this is another world completely. Especially when you know, I don't mean she had a daughter, it would be different probably, but me, I wasn't used to that stuff. So I had to take care of government stuff, uh, bank stuff. Uh, I had to take. I had I was giving a certain date to take her stuff out of the apartment where she rented. It was in Ottawa housing for low income people. So I had to clear that out, and so I had to come back here. I rented a rental truck to be able to move that stuff. I mean, oh my! it was something else to do all that just before Christmas. And I moved their stuff, and it was an apartment building, and had to go down the elevators. Oh my! The thing about my mom had a lot of toilet paper rolls, like in the closet. I found that, it's a supply, a lot of supply of toilet paper and towels. So I I found that. I said, "Oh, jeez." So she was stuck up a little bit. So and I had to clear the apartment because the next month somebody they rent they rent the place fast enough because they're waiting. Some people are waiting for lower rent apartments like that. Depending on the revenue. So I had to clear that out. So it was kind of hard, and my wife stayed here because she was at home like 3.5 hours away from where we were. So to take care of the dog, I had Jenny and my dog then, and all that stuff. So I couldn't be at two places at the same time. Um, I didn't get much sleep. Uh, I remember my aunt said, "Okay, I'm going to go see my," because I had relatives in that area. So she went to see her relatives, and I was all alone that one night. And I went to the restaurant, and just before Christmas, like that, it was kind of hard. Um, I don't know. I must have been on adrenaline or something. uh, you know, uh, I had to rest after that. I was so burnt out from all this. So, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Happy Mother's Day. Um, so I went through all that. It's pretty hard. But besides losing my mom at that time, that was hard. But also losing your pet. You know, um, I had other dogs before, but Jenny was a little bit different because I was very, very close to Jenny. So I don't know. We can understand each other. I think I got developed telepathic communications with the dog. So yeah. Um, Sometimes I see her in my dreams. Anyway. I miss her, but I see my neighbor's dog. So Abby sort of, I think they talk to each other, both of them. My Jenny that's on the other side, and Abby's across the street. So I think they talk to each other because, oh my God, it's like I'm her owner, but I'm not really her owner. It's my neighbor's. My neighbor is the owner that uh, Abby, who female dog too, but she goes nuts when she sees me. Oh my God. Hmm. Oh, you did, Kay? I didn't know. I lost my cat around the same time you lost your sweet dog, Jenny. Yeah. Mine was, I can remember October 12th, 2023. So I still have the date in my head, okay? But the thing about this is different though, that all the other pets I lost because she came back and a week later I was doing a live like on this channel, doing a live, and I was talking to my October 2023, and the 12th of October. So I did a live a week later, and I was doing a live, and I heard this wow, like a whining. And I knew it was Jenny. It was crazy. I said, "It can't be." And I was scratching my head. I was going, "What?" I was trying to. Did I just really really hear that? And I heard it loud enough. Now I was supposed to talk to my wife after the live, but it was after the live I got something to eat, and I forgot about talking to her about that. So the next day, my wife was sitting there and she said, "I got something to say." She was very emotional about it. She said, "I heard Jenny whine really loud. And I said, I confirm it. So we're both of us, we heard it. And I knew it was her because the sound your dog makes and the sound of another dog is not the same. You get used to your animal, you know. So next thing I knew, I now Sterling was making a live on Sunday. Uh, so the next week, I believe it was the next week because I had to put question in a week, like on a Monday or something, Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember. And I wrote I wrote a question and I asked about that. I said, "This is what I experienced with my dog Jenny," and I heard her, and I explained, you know, both my wife and I heard her at the same time. So he went and confirmed it. So next day he confirmed it. And that felt good to my heart because she made a big effort to come back and, you know, make herself present in the house. So I guess she's around all the time, you know. I know I've seen her in my dreams also. But she's happy on the other side. She's with my mom, by the way. She's with my mom, and my mom has other animals with her too. My other one, other animals. Yeah. Anyway, anybody else want? If you want a card, a question, an agent card, let me know. Or a message from the loved one on a, you know. Just let me know in the chat. So I have two questions up there right now. I got Lori and I have Kay. So, do you guys hear me well? I hope you can hear me well. Oh. Hi, Maureen. Hello. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Thank you for being here. Okay. Akila says yes, we can. Okay. Because you never know with the internet. Okay. You never know with internet. It's been playing games on, you know, I went to Milu's channel and this week I can I went to Milu's channel this week. Last week he had two events. One, his picture froze, we could hear him. The next thing, he did another live where the whole thing you couldn't hear the audio or no picture. Mm, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I don't know. I've never seen stuff like that actually, you know. But I'm seeing with Milu's channel. So. Mhm. I seen it with Milu's channel happening. I don't know what's YouTube doing or whatever. It's quicker, you know. So I have no idea how they do those things. So anyway. I'm just lucky I have power and everything. So uh, last week, hi Mira, how are you, Muriel? Geez, I got surprised you see here. So happy birthday, happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you for being here. So yeah. So anyway, these problems with YouTube, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't understand this stuff. Yeah, I'm so happy about uh we finally got, you know, it's the way it happened too, you know. How did you find the visit of Mark Carney and the Oval Office? Yeah, you know what? You're talking about that. And I remember something that I saw him go over there and he's talking the other one 45 was talking about the 51st state again. And he said, hmm, I like the way he's smart. He said something like, "Well, the White House, the Parliament, the White House in the United States. Is that for sale? Trump said no. 45 said no. It's the way he put it. He really play, smart the way he did it. So, and then he said, "Well, I talked to the owners of Canada, and Canada's not for sale." So that was funny. I thought that was really funny. That was smart of him to do that. So, you know, um, th- that's the part I didn't want to watch all the time because I was just sending him a lot of energy so that he wouldn't be like Zelensky. So yeah, that was so well done. Unbelievable. He's a banker. He's not stupid with the finances. He knows what he's doing. So, no, but by the way, real estate. Okay, so the other one knew real estate, and wow, that was I just enjoyed that. I that made me smile. Yeah. But also they were talking about what 3 months, 4 months. MAGA, Maple MAGA, what they call Pierre Poilievre, was way ahead. He had 20 points. Okay. Uh, oh wow. I got you, Delphi. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so it was 20 points ahead. The Maple MAGA because all the stuff, and he's getting money from the other side. People are supporting MAGA over there. So all of a sudden, the tables turned because Prime Minister Trudeau stepped down. So, and then along come Mark Carney, who's a banker, who was a Bank of Canada. He worked for the Bank of Canada, and I think he works for the Bank of London or something, somewhere UK or something like that. I believe. So he knows his finances. Yeah, you can, Mayor. You can. I got you up there. Okay. So anyway, I was doing that, watching this stuff, and I said, "Oh my God!" Not only did he win the election by he didn't get in majority, but he was close. I mean, yes, uh, he was very very close. I wanted to him to be majority, but he is missing about 4 seats, I believe. It's four. He needs 4 more seats to be 172. I think it's 168. But anyway, put it that way. But the other thing, karma is a bitch. Karma is something else. Pierre Poilievre in Canada, the leader of the other party, MAGA, what they call Maple MAGA, he he lost his seat in his own writing. And I was telling my wife that, and I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "I wish I'm glad he won the election. I'm happy he did. I was wanting majority. He just didn't make it to majority, but it was very close." And the other one that made me laugh is the other party, the leader of the other party, lost his in his own writing. I mean, by a lot, really a lot. So he has to right now. They're talking about somebody stepping down. Oh my God, Linda G. Hello, Linda. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much. You're very generous of you. So, I'm glad the the Happy Mother's Day, Linda. I hope you and all your loved ones. So, thank you, thank you. So we won in Canada, but the Maple MAGA, who we talked, Pierre Poilievre, lost in his own writing. That was thank you so much, thank you. So, and then and then he lost in his own writing. Now he has to go through. Somebody stepped down, so somebody stepped down in a certain conservative because these guys are conservative in Canada. Okay, there's liberal and conservative. Liberal is Mark Carney, who's prime minister right now. He did a great job. I mean, amazing job in 3 4 months. But Canada was really, really united, and that's thank you, a big thank you to 45 because he pushed us to join together, unite our forces together, except for one Daniel Smith in Alberta, where she's talking about separating Alberta from Canada. Oh my God, that won't happen. I don't think so. I think she's gonna be put out sooner or later. So yeah. Hi, Lucy Mercier. Um, Hi, Lucy. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Lucy. So anyway, the whole story is that this guy, to get back he can't be in Parliament. He can't speak in Parliament until he wins the seat again. Okay, he has to win another seat. So one guy won the election, is stepping down to give him a chance for him to be able to win. They have to elect go through another election in that area. So if he wins, then he can take back his leadership and speak in Parliament. But he cannot. Somebody took his place temporarily. Jesus, that's karma, by the way. That's karma for you. So you know. Anyway, but that was quite a comeback from 20 points. The other one was 20 points ahead, and the Mark Carney came back from 20 points behind and won the election. That's because Canada was all united against 45's whatever terrorists and that, and then on top of the cake, the opposition lost his seat in his own writing. Oh my God! Yeah, he's not. He's a minority, but I believe he'll do a good job. And the way he went to C-45 and put that out there. Well, is the White House for sale? That made me smile like crazy. I just found that very, very intelligent the way he put it, you know. So, and he was in. I was just hoping they'd be safe there. So, as long. Anyway, so I have 4 questions up there. Yeah, I love that he said that. It was amazing. I mean, the other one, all he did was, well, the White House is not for sale. Well, that's true. Of course, it's true. Nobody's going to sell the Parliament, the White House in the United States. Okay, so Canada, I talked to the owners of Canada, and it's not for sale. It's amazing the way I didn't expect that, but really, really intelligent way of putting it out there. So he, nobody, nobody came into that argument at all. It was priceless. Like he said, priceless is crazy. So we're happy about that. I believe, and another thing that he did, which I found very intelligent, but he's a banker. He knows what he's doing. Okay, so he went to the before he told apparently he told 45, I'm not going to respect or I'm not going to meet you. Okay, something like that. He went before going to 45 about to talk to 45 about the tariffs. He did one of those trips around the Europe and went to see France and UK and did a trip before he went to see 45. So he is negotiating for Canada. So he's working on our behalf to keep the economy going. Now I know there's people that are lost their job for the moment, but the government is helping them out, so they have funds, you know. So I know the food is expensive, the rent is expensive, it's very crazy. So anyway, and chocolate, and I love chocolate, but my God, I think the price went up like crazy. Anyway, uh, so we're all supporting each other. American. I love Midas Touch. I love to watch Midas Touch. I just big shout out to them because they're telling the truth. We don't have the truth on TV. They don't tell you everything. Even here, you know, I know. So we have news here, but they don't say everything like Midas Touch does. Midas Touch not only speaks but shows you the proof, clips of what he said, or what they say, and that and that. And Charlie Angus is incredible. He did a good job and helped. He helped a lot in winning of Mark Carney, but also where I am in my area, there was less liberals than before. Now there are a lot more. We helped also. So apparently in Quebec, there was a lot of liberals that were voted in. So anyway, what a change from 20 points. Quite a difference in 20 points in the polls, and you come in on top and you win the election, and the other one loses in his own writing. Hmm, tells you something right there, doesn't it? Well, anyway, it's a big deal for us. Yeah, yeah. Those two. Yeah, the Substack, Substack, and YouTube. Yeah, also yes, those two. But you know, you need these people like that. And then we got a new pope, so that's not. So it's the times are changing, and we have to still stay together, support each other with love, kindness, and harmony. Help each other. Together, we're stronger. Divided, we're weaker. So you know, put it that way. And by the way, I heard there's another thing. I heard that in Australia there was an election in Australia. I believe it was Australia, wasn't it? An election where they did the same thing. They won their elections too. Democrat, like a more peaceful, not right wing stuff. And they won over there. They followed Canada's footsteps, and I think uh, there's a lot of changes coming down the line. We're more united than before, and I see that times are changing like crazy. So yeah, so keep the light up, folks, and you know we're all unique. We all have our unique ways, and wow, yeah, there was a current count. Yeah, there was a recount in Quebec, and it flipped back to the Liberals after a recount in the riding in Quebec a seat. Yeah, but there was one that flipped back to the what they call Parti Québécois, which is 23 seats. Because we have parties here that want to separate Quebec from the rest of Canada. You guess you heard that. Now, oh, the Liberals are now at 170 seats. I didn't see that. I thought it was 168. Oh my God, I didn't see that. Oh, well, I didn't hear about it. I guess I wasn't looking for it. When I saw it last time was 168. But sometimes I don't want to watch all the time like that. So they only had there's only 2 seats difference where the because we have the conservative uh, that has a lot of seats, uh, not as much as liberals, but when we need to pass something, we're going to need the help of other parties like the opposition, like NDP or something like that. I didn't know it was there are only 2 seats difference. I didn't see that. I saw 168 the last time because it was 169 and somebody flipped in here in Quebec to the Bloc Québécois in not that far Terrebonne, where I'm about an hour away from there, from here. Yeah, yeah. Andrew Shear, that's the one that took over. Is the speaker, the leader for now, temporary leader. Yeah, and he's. Would you believe that my children's grandmother is Andrew Shear's aunt? I didn't know that. So, my son is a frequent traveler and spoke to Shear when he was running for PM, not knowing that. Found out later from my godmother. Oh my God. I didn't know. Oh boy. Okay. I know he lost the elections when he was a leader, but now the Pierre brought him back, I guess there's money going under the table somewhere. Oh my God, what a surprise. I didn't expect Linda G to be here tonight. And she showed up in my chat. My God. Oh, she's a lot of fun. She's so funny. And I watched her today. I think today she did a live with, oh, she was talking about uh, Mel. She, she was talking about Mel, and she said something funny like crazy. I started laughing like crazy because he wouldn't tease them. He's in the hospital. He's on the phone, and she said something about the surgery, and she teased him about you know being. She told Mel something about cutting off his parts down there. Jesus, I said, "Oh my God, I didn't." She said that on one of the. Well, she didn't say it the way I'm saying it, but she meant that anyway. She said I teased her the heck out of him. She said Sterling, not Sterling, Mel was just laughing like crazy. Yeah, yeah, here. I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny. He thought that was funny too. But laughter is the medicine, by the way. So, yeah. Hi, Maxine Lagudu, sir. How are you? Nice to see you. Happy Mother's Day to you. I'm saying happy Mother's Day to everyone, whether you have children or not. But if you have cats or animals, happy Mother's Day to you too, because our animals is like our babies. So, also. So yeah, so that was kind of funny when I heard that one. I heard that. I think it was today. I heard that when she said I talked to Mel about that. Oh, you went out for dinner. Oh my God. Okay, you guys are celebrating early. Tomorrow's really Mother's Day, but hmm, so he says yes, Mother's Day. So anyway, I'm happy about the new pope. I think he's going to do well. He's a very good person. He has really, really, I can feel good intentions from his part. He will continue from where Pope Francis was. He's more outspoken. I think. Yeah, I think he's more outspoken. So. Mhm. I have a good feeling about it. So that is like a symbol. You know, the good is here, the other one is whatever. Call them what you want, ever there. And the the times are changing. You see, new pope, new times, new everything. So, uh, yeah. Well, I send my hugs to my mom who's on the other side, so I know she can feel it. She's connected with me anyway. So happy we got to everyone that celebrates together with mom and have a hug. Yeah, no, that was meant to be. That is meant to be. I've even heard that when he was younger, he had a dream that he would become. He had a his dream was to become pope or something like that. That's what I heard. I don't know, but yeah, yeah, yeah. He remind me too. He remind me of John Paul II when when he saw him out in the balcony. Something about his energy remind me of him. Yeah, his smile was similar. Similar. Yeah, yeah. So me and my wife were watching that. We're waiting to see who it was. I said, "Oh my God, this is a record in 2 days." Mm, uh, this was written in the stars for sure because it only took 2 days. That's a record by itself. So I believe that he was prepared. I think Pope Francis prepared him for that. So I think I sort of had the feeling Pope Francis knew that he was uh, he was going to take one day his place. I don't know how to say this, but I think he knew. He just knew. There's something about it, because he named him there. He didn't put him in that position for nothing. So um, in 2023, I believe, something about taking that position. Um, I don't know how it works. The you have to name him, and they have to be in that position to be able to reach being nominated to become pope. So yeah, he said I've heard it that when he was a child, a neighbor told him he would be the first American pope. That is something else. That's another record right there. That he's American. Uh, at first, I was wondering when they said it's American Pope, but when I saw his name, his name is Prévost. Prévost is French. So I said I was wondering how, and then I said, oh my God, was he really born in the United States? Apparently he was in Chicago, but he has that Prévost is a French name. And then I heard about his dad being high. From Haiti, and he had an Italian mom, and I said, "There you go." Yeah. Oh, his mom was. Oh, it's the opposite then. I didn't know whether, but somebody said the father, but I guess it was his father was Italian French, and his mother was Haitian. Okay, okay, that's the way it goes. Okay. Hi, Donna Luna. Uh, uh, happy Mother's Day to you, and happy Mother's Day to you, and a big thank you to your son Henry, who sent me a donation through PayPal. So thank you, very generous. Thank you. So say a big thank you to Henry, your son, for me, and congratulations on his promotion. I'm so happy for him. He well deserved. I didn't know. Yeah, I knew about Italian. Yeah, so Italian, and his mother was Asian. Oh my God, that. And the first thing that 45 did was congratulations to the new pope. I guess when he finds out that, this guy, wow, unbelievable. But the energy is changing in our favor. The world is going to become more and more, we're going towards a more peaceful. But we have to get through the rough part. Yeah, still have to go through a rough part. Uh, I, like I said, I don't see 45 making it to 2025. I don't see him in the parliament. I don't. There's something's going to happen. I don't know. Something's coming. Uh, this guy. is comedian. I said the word treason a long time ago, and I believe something about treason in that. There's something about, oh my God, I'm doing all this energy and I'm getting hot. Um, it's not menopause. It's not menopause. Oh, put this. I had to put the fan on for some reason. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, thank you. Um, it's not menopause, but I get hot when I start doing this stuff. The energy, So there's a lot of energy going through. Uh, I feel that the more we shine our light, the more we support each other, the more we, you know, I mean, American, Canadian, whether you're from Europe, well, doesn't matter what nationality you are, the more we unite, the the vibration of the light raises up, and we know what we want. We want peace. We want our values. We want to be respected. We want to be free, women and children and everybody else. Yeah. He said, "Whoops, that was supposed to be both, not." So sorry about that. Yikes. Don't worry about it. Oh, I know. So anyway, that was something else. So there we are in this new energy. The more we have to stick together, and I got it. I got it. I gotta give a big shout out to all the Americans who are fighting for their freedom right now, who are fighting for the good of mankind, humanity, for the right values and everything. There's a lot of people in the streets. There's a lot of people out there. So all Canadians are with you guys. Now, like I said, we're all behind you guys. Hi, Brendan. Yeah, I got you. I got you. So, you know, I've seen stuff like, I mean, I've seen in Vermont where a couple had an American flag in their lawn and they had a Canadian flag on their lawn in Vermont. That was just before we got the Mark Carney's elections. I saw that on YouTube, and they showed it through. I believe Midas Touch showed it. So yeah, yeah. So there's Lucy says I found this Robert Francis Prevost, the Chicago-born man who became Pope Leo, and I didn't know that. This is the first time I because I'm so like I remember when Pope Francis was voted, but I didn't know how it worked. Apparently, that's his real name, and the Pope decides what name he's going to use as a Pope. So, what name he uses for a Pope. And she says Robert Francis Prevost, the Chicago-born man who became Pope Leo 14th on Thursday, has black family roots in New Orleans, Louisiana, records show. So Louisiana, that I know where there's a lot of New Brunswick, uh, New Brunswick people were deported in certain way back. I don't remember the exact dates, but they were deported from New Brunswick and deported to Louisiana in that area. That's why you have French people speaking speaking people there. So I know of this. So maybe that's where he got his name from, Prevost, because that's a French name. So Debbie says, "Hello, happy Mother's Day to you. How are you? How's everybody, by the way?" Oh, you Google. I didn't know you. So Google the Pope. I saw pictures of his grandparents. Very interesting. Yeah. 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 In Louisiana, has a strong French culture because of the deportation, the deported people from New Brunswick and deported them. I don't remember the exact date there. Uh, when because my wife comes from New Brunswick, so I know she talked to me about it. So, yeah. Okay. So anybody wants a card? Reading, let me know. I have five people up there. I have Lori. Let me see. Yeah, I got Lori K. Oh, yeah, Lori K. Delphi. I got you up there. Uh, Aurelia. Brandon. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, five. That's it. Yeah. So let me see. What is going on here? I'm trying. So Google this Pope Leo 14 family tree shows roots in New Orleans. Okay, Kila, I got you started up there too. So Maxime de Dussert says Longfellow's poem Evangeline, the British moved French in Acadian. Yeah, Acadian to Louisiana. That's what I'm talking about. So my wife is Acadian. That's why I'm saying this. She talked to me about that. So there's a lot of her ancestors were deported to Louisiana. They took over the lands, but that was the British that did that. Um, some I I don't want to get say things that are not correct, but yeah, there was it was the British. Um, because my wife told me about this, you know. So. She said I had heard that there's the name Cajun came from Acadian. Well, I don't know about Cajun, but I know that where we are, we Acadian. The word Acadian, not Cajun, but maybe in other places. Because if you ever go to New Brunswick, that is something they should. Delphi says that is something that they should teach us in school. Yeah, there's a book on that on the deportation. The people were deported in by the British when they took over. They came on ships or landed there, and they took over certain land of Acadian land and shipped everybody out of there. Took over just a little bit what like 45 is doing right now. So but they took over uh, and at the time and took over the land and the riches and deported a bunch of people to Louisiana, where there's a lot of swamps there, I believe, and things like that. I'm not sure. I'm not so. Yeah, Lucy, I got you. I got your question. But anyway, me, I was born in Quebec. I was not born. I wasn't. My wife was born in Moncton, New Brunswick. New Brunswick. Okay. Okay. There you go. There's the info. The expulsion of the Canadians was forced removal of inhabitants of North American region historically known as Acadian between 1755 and 1764 by Great Britain. WikiLeaks. Yeah, yeah. You're correct on that. There it is. I didn't want to bring exact dates because I don't remember exactly, but I know my wife was talking about that. So there's also a book written on that and things like that. So there's a French singers that came from Quebec are living in Louisiana, so I know about a lot of French over there. But I was born here in this province of we call you guys call it states, we call it provinces here in Canada. Yeah, I I think at the time I don't know if they taught that in when they before. I'd like to show you what Maxime. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Give me a second. Oh boy, there you go. They taught us in elementary school about the transportation of the French that did not sign allegiance to the British after the French and Italian War. Yeah, correct, correct. So, um, you had to look up, yeah, the dates because it's way back there, but it's still in the memory uh, of my wife's relatives and her. She's still talking about it. So she told me about when she met me. She told me about those things. So, okay, says thank you, Marilla. I love being here with Ron and all you wonderful people. Yes, it goes a long way when we support each other. Imagine that, eh? Imagine what it'd be like if a million people just think, just give a number, a million people all of a sudden turn around, help each other, build houses for the people. How it would be like? It'd be a lot different, you know. That's what's missing today. Too many people are like divided, not helping each other. And it doesn't take much to help each other, you know. It doesn't. Come together, build a better society. We got to get this crick stuff, these people out of office, though. You got to vote them out. Make sure. I I was I knew who I was going to vote for. Me, and my wife voted for liberals, but where I am, there's a lot of separatists also. So, um, but I was happy that at least my vote counted, and it went for liberals, and I'm happy about that. So because you never know, just because some people don't, because they think, oh, why should I go vote? My vote doesn't count. Yes, it does. You know, when the when every vote counts. So that's it. You know. So we didn't get majority, but at least there's not a Maple MAGA in the parliament. You don't need that in Canada. And watching, there's people that were watching what's going on in the United States. We surely didn't want to be in that position too. You know, I I wouldn't believe. So yeah, I got you, Donna. I got your question. Okay, I have 8 questions up there now. Yeah. So anyway, I thought I taught. Um, mhm, I got you. Last week I read a comment section from YouTube video, and there were some Canadians who were very angry with not only Trump. but with Americans in general. Some were blaming all Americans for Trump. That is not true. The ones that conscious people don't act that way. These people have no, they're not at the same frequency as we are. Okay, uh, most of us here, and a lot of people that I know. So you know, so we have to stick together no matter what. I mean, I know we're all different. We're all unique. We all got personalities and different. We're not a. Some are white, some different nationalities. It doesn't matter. What counts is what we share together. That makes a big, big difference. Okay, if you walk into the group, like I know, I walk into the grocery store. I'm an empath, so I know what. Sometimes I feel a lot of stuff, but you get to the cashier, that lady or that person that's working behind the cash, she's just making a little bit of money, not very much. But look, when she does all that for you and you say, uh, thank you, have a nice day, I just see the smile coming in their face. I do that all the time. and the reaction that people you get when you do that. Okay. Yeah, it's wonderful. So Kay says, yes, Ron, we need to stay in higher vibration. Blaming others does not help anyone. It doesn't even help. It only nurses the negative. So, this guy is not there forever. Actually, right now, this guy is sick. He's full of, I think they fill him up with medications up to the ears or something. I mean, I don't know how he's holding out with. I can't even stand watching watching or listening to him because it sort of makes my I go "Whoa," like creepy stuff. So I don't know the energy when I can't listen to 45 at all. Even on Midas Touch sometimes they put clips on them, and I can hardly barely listen to them. I just push the video ahead or something if I can, because I don't know. I can't stand his energy at all, and all these crazy people, because I want to stay in the positive energy and vibration. But I know what they're doing, and they're able to do it. It's speak the truth, so and they have proof. So. And anonymous, I've been watching videos from anonymous. They are hacking into 45's stuff. So I don't know if you guys saw that on YouTube, but yeah. So that I don't know who these guys are, but who these people are, but it seems to me their intentions are good. So, uh, things the truth is going to come out, and I'm talking about all over the world. So all over the world, things are coming out. The truth is coming out, whether you like it or not. I get excited when I hear that because I've been wanting the truth all my life. So, actually, I had in my journey, I found out my real father was 50 years later. He kept it all secret. My ancestors, my mom kept that secret for 50 years before I, I, I confronted her and I told her, that's not my real father. She said, yeah. And then she finally told me who my real father was 50 years later. So Maxine Dussard said, Ron, I used to see Quebec cars every time that I drove on 189. Now I don't see any. Of course, you don't see any. The boycott is working. Imagine all these people. That's the proof right there. If we can bring boycott Elon Musk, you imagine what we could do? They think they have the power. All these rich people have the power over us. They want to limit us. They want to take care. They want us to be begging for, uh, all kinds of stuff. They want to bring us down and control us. But look, when we get together, millions of people don't buy their products. Watch them go way down. So that's proof that it works when we all come together. Uh, you question yourself, where does that product come from? Do I really need it? So here in Canada, what we did was we choose not to buy American products. But sometimes I had no choice. Like, depends on what, okay? But it's one product compared to a lot of products. You can choose products that come from Canada. Rather, we can do that. When you have, but do you really need it or not? So there you go. That's the question you have to ask yourself. But it works. When millions of people go in the same energy, boycotting, it's it's big stuff. I mean, it really works. Look, I saw a lot of people manifesting in the streets. Oh my God, what what announces impeach Trump? That's another thing. Uh, I see coming. I don't know if it's going to be right away, but I know that what's his name? Green, AI Green, filed papers to impeach. Hmm. We'll see. No, they, yeah, but I don't see this guy getting through to 225. I mean, his energy is so sickly. I mean, his health is bad, really bad. So I don't know. There's something coming along this summer. So I can feel something coming along. There's something coming along. So we just have to support each other. It's not easy going through hard times and paying, not being able to pay your rent and not being able to afford food like that. There's a lot of people here suffering from that. A lot of people boycotting going to the States. I mean, the tourist industry is getting hit quite a bit. You can see it all over the news anyway. I remember the bus boycott of Montgomery, Alabama in the 50s. Right. Oh wow. When people are Canadians are not spending money on Americans, because they warned us here. Don't go to the United States. They might pick you up. The ICE police might pick you up. There's actually a young woman that was picked up, held for 2 weeks, I believe, when she crossed, because she wanted to renew her visa or some friggin' thing. I think it was because she had a job with an American company or something like that, or Canadian company that was working in the States, and she crossed over and said, "Ah, I'll just go there." And she was held for 2 weeks before she got lucky that they didn't hold her longer than that. So. And this thing about Alcatraz, how crazy can you be? This I'm going to say it, but you know, Alcatraz, that should be a place where you should put out the whole family there. That was the whole family there were surrounded by turks. So I'll put it that way. This thing is so old, it's falling apart. So I don't know about that, but anyway, he wants to bring that back. Good luck with that one. Okay, I think I'm going to start reading some of your questions. Was there a three? I was in a three-car accident 2 weeks ago. Finding a car. So I had Lori, I had Kay, I got Delphi, Loretta, I got Brandon and Akila, Lucy Mercier, Donna Luna. Yeah. Okay. Everything is expensive now, even cars, even used ones. I had a recall on my Hyundai Elantra. They changed the oil line, for the brakes around all the wheels. They had to change it, and then Hyundai called me at home and said, "We'll make a deal with you." I said, "What? We make a deal with you?" Yeah, I don't want to sell my car. They want me to take my car and then sell me a new one. I'd be in debt right up to here. And then they wanted to buy my car because they knew I had 2015. It was under 100,000 miles, uh, kilometers. You guys call it miles, but us is in kilometers. So anyway, so they wanted to buy me. I said, "The hell with you, no way," because they knew my car was in good shape. So and everything, right? So they tried to offer me like a deal. Yeah, I'm not going to get involved in that. No way. I'm not going to change my car for a new car and getting right up to death, right up to my neck. You know, they would buy the car and then sell it to somebody else. Um, okay, okay. Lucy says that's correct. There's a lot of Canadians don't like Trump, and because of Trump, that's why Canadians came together. So thanks to 45, we came together and we voted for the right person in office because they didn't want to go through that. And a lot of us, I have family in the United States also that are Americans, so, which is true. A lot of us have families over there. So. Okay, Lori, you're still here. I'm on your question. Uh, Thank you all for all my moderators. Big shout out to all my moderators. Hmm. You're welcome. I'm a moderator on a lot of channels myself, so I know what it is to moderate for people. Uh, and the comments I get when you say hi to people, when you greet people, you feel like they belong to the community, and that's how you greet people. So Okay, Laurie, you're here. So give me a second. Hi, Susan. Happy Mother's Day to you. Hi, Susan. Hope you're doing well. I gotta take a little bit of water. Okay, Laurie, your question was sorry to hear that. Send a lot of healing light and love to you. It's not easy to be in a three-car accident 2 weeks ago. I hope things work out for you. Will the outcome be good? Finding a car I can afford. Okay. Here's the cards I could share with you. First of all, it's a positive card. There, you got the star card that can, I don't know, if you know, the camera. That's the hope card, the star card. Okay, so there it is. Okay, it's the focus. I could the camera didn't focus. So you got the star card for cover for the start. There's a lot of red tape, like all this just question about your. I imagine there's a settlement about the. You must be in a settlement also, you know. So I got the Queen of Swords going through all this red tape, and mhm. I don't know if you're uh, receiving insurance money. Somehow I don't know if I'm right, but anyway, I got the feeling it wasn't your fault. Okay, so none of the accident wasn't your fault. I believe it. That's what I'm feeling. So I'm just putting out there. It wasn't your fault. You're welcome, Susan. Uh, so the other card I got, Lori, is the Queen of Wands. There will be opportunities. The timing is woof, but the timing because you want an affordable car. Uh, there's I got questioned about first of all, right now it's to be aware of your budget and everything to make things work out. So you're working hard at your finances, budget, and everything else. But the positive, I got a positive 10 of Pentacles coming down the line. So your finances will improve, which when your finances will improve, you will be able to find a car that is affordable. But things have to readjust um, because I think you're going through certain things that are not completed because of that accident. I don't know if it resonates with you, but there's happy moments with family and you know abundance. So there's a reunion with family. So it's down the line. It's not for tomorrow, but later on. Uh, just be aware of the opportunities coming down the line. Have you know? Be aware of it. So I hope that resonates with you, and much love and light. A lot of support. Not easy to go through that. I don't know if it's a settlement or something coming down the line there. What I saw, more money coming in. Okay, let me see. Kay is up next. So Laurie, I hope that resonated with you. Anyway, can you pull a card to see how the rest of May will be for me? May I? May I? Hmm. You're welcome. Okay, let me see. The cards are all wacky here. Hi, Dynamics. How are you? Yeah, you can still post your question, Dan. Uh, so, Dan, happy Mother's Day to your wife there and all your loved ones. Okay, so you could put it in the chat. That put in caps. So rest of the month of May. I got a lot of work to do in the house here, so I gotta do some painting. I gotta do some flooring. Putting in vinyl flooring. Oh boy. So everything's coming. I was waiting for the one warm weather before I did that. So yeah, at least it's water paint. It dries a lot. No, okay. I'm not shopping at all at Rona's because it's too expensive. But I gotta. Yeah. No, if I go like the paint, I got well here in Canada they call it Bear. The paint Bear. The only place you can get that is Home Depot. I think you guys have Home Depot in the States. So and it's a it's expensive paint, but at least it covers. I mean, oh my God, it's got the primer and the color and everything. So the small room I'm in, it's you can see behind me. That's like a light blue turquoise, sort of. In the other room, I got another room on the other side. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They said bear paint, and that is very good paint because I mean, you can cover a lot of stuff with that. So, the other one is a light green. Not as, this is a blue shirt I got, a t-shirt I got, um, but a light green. I don't have anything like that, man. No. A really light green. It almost looks like the color I have on the wall here, but it's not. So, okay, Dan, I got your question. I got you in the queue. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. It's always nice to see you in the chat. Always nice to see you. So, Donna says, "Sorry for the voice text. It sucks. I don't know how to do that, but I guess I'm not that good at technology. Pretty cray cray. Um, because I have a Windows 10, and then apparently no more updates after October 14th, 2025. So apparently I can use a USB key to download Windows 10 in case, you know, and I keep keep going on, keep going for a year or two because they want to force you to buy the Windows 11. I don't know about that. True. Really, computers are friggin' expensive. Everything is expensive. I don't know. So I went and bought some a USB key for download uh, to back up my pictures on my computer. I had to learn how to do this. Jesus, I wasn't born in tech world. So. Mhm. Mhm. So, Kate says, "Congratulations, Dad. I'm the same age as you. We were both born on July 1st. I would love to retire, but I may have to wait until I reach 67." Mhm. Yeah. Okay, let me see. One more card, maybe. full retirement age. We can here we could still retire at 65, but depends because I see people working in like Home Depot and all these places. They're 70 years old in grocery stores, cashiers, uh, at Walmart, things like that. They're older, so because they can. Okay, okay, here we go. Okay, my God, something good. These are positive cards, by the way. um, no, I wasn't shopping at Rona. Okay, Kate asks, can you pull a card to see how the rest of May will be for me? Thank you. So the rest of May is quite good. As far as the cards came out, they're all positive cards. So, and I pulled five of them, one after the other. So the first one, the first one is the Knight of Cups. So you see this guy, he's sitting there, the beautiful emotions, like, steady, calm, beautiful emotions. Um, you got the King of Swords here for the month of May. So this is like, you got it. You keep doing what you're doing, and it's working on your behalf. Yeah, July 1st is Canada's Day here in Canada. Yeah, we have cases. That I learned from one of Linda G's chats. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Now, okay, you got the Queen of Wands coming out. Opportunities, development. Whatever you are manifesting, keep on doing it because you look at the cards that come out. Another card. This is a card that I use for Kamala Harris. The victory card, female victory card, Joan of Arc kind of card, Six of Wands. So you're working on your behalf and it's working. So this is a great card to get. Okay. And the last card I got also is very positive cards for the month of May for you. I got the Ten of Pentacles. That is family reunion, okay, with your loved ones, kids, pets, everything, but abundance too. So, yeah, I can. But it's hard to tell when he's going away. But I know he's going away. He's not going to make it to Susan. He's not going to make it to through 2025. I got a feeling there's something coming up this summer. No, I get a feeling that why we're getting close to June, July. Oh my God, it's like, oh boy, there's something big's coming in. Yeah. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, that's what I picked up. The whole thing. You got the Ten of Pentacles. So that's a celebration right there. So keep doing what you're doing because it's working on your behalf. Uh, the universe is on your side. Yeah, maybe you should buy it. I was going to joke with you. I was going to say maybe you should buy a Rona ticket. You ever try that? I mean a lottery ticket, a Rona ticket. Those are great cards to get. Where, I forget where I went. I went someplace. I forget what I did. Uh, something. I bought something. Yeah, I don't know somewhere. I don't remember. I bought something, and they said that Rona ticket, and they said, "Well, here's your their when you pay, they give you a receipt, and it says go on internet and put in your name, and you have a chance to win $2,000." So I forgot to do that. Jesus, I forgot to do that. You heard me right, Dan. Dan is asking, why are you saying you don't think that 45 will make it through 225? Did I hear that correctly? You did. I didn't say he's gonna. I'm not saying he's gonna exit left. He could. There's a possibility, but I don't think he'll make it. He won't be in the parliament anymore. So I've been saying that for a while now. So I don't think he's going to be in the parliament then. I just don't. Just I don't have that feeling he's going to be there. There's impeachment coming out down the line. There's all kinds of possibility. His health is this guy. This guy is on medications. I think they pump him up so much in medication. Uh, I I agree with Linda. I think he's running from the inside. His health is not good. I don't feel him good. But anyway, it's not because Linda D said it, but I had that same feeling, the same energy. Uh, there's another thing coming along, like the word treason, the word all this stuff coming at him. So I don't think he's going to make it. There something's going to happen. I can't put my finger on it. It's big, so something's going to erupt this summer. It could be this summer, around this summer. I don't know. There's all kinds of things. It doesn't. I don't see him getting through 25 in the office. I don't. I don't. I really don't. So I'm sticking to that. What I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. We'll see. You know. Yeah. Jesus. He's going off his rails right now. So imagine that. So I mean, dementia, crazy stuff. There's all kinds of reasons. I mean, even you guys could see that. I think you guys could see it. I mean, he's going off the rails. There's quite a few lawsuits. The people are very angry. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff there. There's oh, the energy is not with him. It's against him. So put it that way. So I don't know. I'm sticking to what I'm saying. So we'll see. Is this the timing? I don't know. Well, I know this summer is going to be woof, 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 not good for him or his staff or whatever. There's so many things coming at him. So wow, he's pissing off with so many people. No wonder he's got the whole world against him right now. So let me see where am I? Okay, that was K. Delphi. Okay, Delphi. So Delphi, I'm going to use Delphi. I'm going to use these cards. If you're here, let me know. Talking to Heaven from James Van Prague. So for your question, there's my story. My husband passed in 2023. About 3 months later, my grandson came crying. He was missing his grandpa. So I told him to talk to his grandpa like he was there and tell him to come in his dream. Correct. Yeah, he fell asleep at Pope's funeral. This thing about yeah, this thing about him putting himself in the picture of Pope, it was ugly. I mean, yeah, yeah. I know what you feel. That you know, and put ourselves Canadians put ourselves in your shoes. We are giving you a shout out for all your courage uh, that it takes for the people that are awake, like, have a higher vibration. And there's a lot of people fighting for the right thing, freedom. Uh, you know, we all want peace. So we understand, but we understand it's not the American people. Most American people put it that way. A lot of people have families there, and so we support each other. It's not your fault. It's you know I'm sure I'm pretty sure all of you that are here in the chat that are in this chat didn't vote for 45. So you know, but somebody did. So no, you know, it's quite a job to take somebody out of the parliament like that. But you have laws. I don't understand how he got somebody that you know let him through like that. I don't know. I don't understand that stuff. But we don't have the same laws that you do. I don't think a person could get away with what he's doing over there here like that. So we have laws. The laws are not the same thing, I guess. But it doesn't mean that we were aware of that, and because of what's going on in the United States, what 45 was doing, we were so aware of it that it helped Canadians come together, unite for the same cause, for the same reason. That's why our prime minister won the election because people came together. So there you go. It's like Charlie Angus on Midas Touch. He said, thank you, Trump, for because of you, we are stronger, united. Canada is more united than before in history because of you. So there you go. And we had elections, and now we have a prime minister that's doing the right thing. I understand but you didn't vote for 45. Don't feel guilty about it because there's we understand. Canadians, a lot of Canadians understand. We know. And I've even seen something else amazing. Okay, the I've seen something in YouTube or somebody say something, and I believe they are correct. There was something mentioned about uh, there's at least 10 states in the United States that wanted they would join Canadians, become Canadians. Wow. 10 states. Imagine you got 50 states and 10 leave and join the Canadians. And that's not because Canadians asked for that or forced it or talked about it. I've seen it, I've heard it on YouTube. So I don't know if that's correct or not, but at least 10 of them wanted to join. They would join the Canadian and become Canadians instead of being states of United States. So I thought, oh my God. So we're more united than we think we are. So okay. Lucy says, my sister is assistant teacher for special needs children at public school. I'm worried about her possibly losing her job since they cut the deck of education. The this thing about the parade in June is cray stuff. To take money that children need for the lunch money to, I mean, well, that is pretty ugly. To do that and spend millions and millions of dollars on a parade in June. I'm not sure this is gonna. I'm not sure. Right now? I don't know if it will happen or not. It's funny. Just got and people are getting pretty pissed out there. So. Mm. I have the fan on and I'm still hot. When I do readings, that's what happens. It's not menopause. The energy. Lucy says, hi, Patricia Francino. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you, too, Patricia. Thank you for being here. Thank you for dropping in. A great moderator, Patricia Franzino. Okay. So, Delphi. So, yep, the message from these cards is that came true. Yeah, my your mom and dad are in spirit, but it's good to say Happy Mother's Day, Father's Day. My dad passed on May 10th, 1989. Yeah, 89. Wow, that's quite a. My mom passed in 2000. I still say Happy Mother's Day to her. Uh, okay, Delphi, here's what I got for you that came true with the cards I have. Okay, let me see. I'll just hide this. First card I got was I'm just a thought away. So in the dreams, I just a thought away. When you think about your uh, husband, or I'm just a thought away, and you could see there's a child an animal, a dog there sitting on the dock. So in nature. So your mom passed on October 4th, 2010. Okay. Mine has been 25 years ago. But she's with me all the time. So especially when I'm doing readings here, so he, he comes in. So don't be afraid. Uh, don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. Uh, the other card I'm getting is I'm learning over here. So your husband is learning over there. You learn about uh, maybe I should have, you know, done things differently, but you still learn on the other side of things that you didn't get to realize here. So there's sort of um, what do you call that in English? Bibliothèque, bibliothèque, like where the books and everything, learning, going through that. So still life lessons after life review. You get to have a life review and say, oh, maybe I should have, I could have done this and this, and so you have less life lessons on the other side also. Uh, there's a message. There is no such thing as death. So that's the message. Like me, I know there's no such thing as death because I had a near-death experience when I was a child, and I still remember that, and I know what it's like on the inside. I had pictures of it and everything, so uh, I know, and I'm not afraid. And most people that had near-death experience, they're not afraid of death. They come back really, really different. They don't worry. They're not worried. Sure, you don't want to suffer, but death itself, it doesn't. It doesn't exist. So, uh, your husband, I am here helping you. So, always there helping you. So, these are the cards I have for you, and I hope they all resonated with you. Hi, J Cat Lady. How are you? That was Delphi. So, I hope these cards resonate with you and your grandchild and your, yeah. So, that's the message I got for you. Okay. So, I have Marilla, Brandon, Aquila, Lucy Mercier, Donna Luna, and Dan Artist, Susan. Okay, I gotta get rid of some of these. But those are the last. No more questions for the night. There, that's it for tonight. I got them up there. The rest of them, because I'll be here. It's almost. I've been here 2 hours already. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna. Delphi. Okay, I have Marilla. Okay, I'm using the same deck, by the way, for you. So, Talking to Heaven from James Van Prague. Let me see where I'm at. Can you see? Hi, J Cat Lady. How are you? I hope things are well with you. Happy Mother's Day to you. Say Happy Mother's Day to everybody, even if you have animals, because animals are like our babies. So we treat this one was this one just popped right out of me, right out completely. It flipped over on me, so I had to use it. You're welcome. Of course, on the other side, it's not like here at all. I mean, there's no judgment. There's no pointing fingers. Nothing. Nothing. We live here. Like It doesn't exist on the other side. The only thing that exists is the love connection. The vibration of it is so high vibrating. I don't have any words for it, So I know we're all unique. When we transit on the other side, your loved ones are on the other side, okay, waiting for you. You are uniquely honored, surrounded by pure unconditional love. It's so remarkable. I don't we don't even get that here. I mean, you know, sure you can get honored at your marriage and things like that, but the way it works on the other side, you are uniquely honored for who you really, really are. Um, I can't even put words to how it feels. It's so it's so different. You know everything. They they talk to me telepathically, communication. It was you have free will on the other side also. So, so let me see. Um, so what I can feel right now, I'm pulling some cards. As I pulling cards, I can feel like his energy, and the energy is he just wants to hold you in his arms, hug you, hug you, and you know, as always, that's the feeling. The feeling is just wants to hug you. It's pretty strong, by the way. And okay, it's funny. It happened to be Happy Mother's Day. Just popped in same time. The reflection of, uh, I know you miss him. He knows that too, by the way. But he's there beside you all the time. He's there with you all the time. I don't know. You I I think you feel him. I think you can feel him because if I can feel him, I think you can feel him too. Uh, Sometimes you feel how close he is to you. Yeah, it's pretty strong, by the way. I can feel it very strong. Uh, I'm going to tell you something. I feel like saying, uh, I love you more than I did when I was on Earth. I don't know if it makes sense to you. I love you more because I know I'm surrounded by it. I'm surrounded by it. It's pretty strong. Okay, here we go. I got 5 cards for you. So I'm just gonna take a yeah, yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it really, really strong. So here's the cards that here's the cards I have for you. The first one that came out was "It is beautiful where I am." That's what I felt. The beauty of it, the you know, the beauty of it, and surrounded by all this love. It's like ah, seems to thrown a lot of love towards you more than he did when he was on Earth. Because I mean, he's receiving a lot, but he's also uh, giving you a lot also. And the message is, I had to leave that way. So, as you know, we all sign contracts with our loved ones. We all sign contracts. They all sign contracts with us, and things like that happen. You know, but their life lessons. I mean, you know. Um, so this is what it has. Tears cleanse the soul, and you can see the heart. You see the tears. So tears cleanse the soul. Um, I think you can see. I think I know he sees when you when sometimes you get into these moods, put it that way, or feel like you're missing him a lot. That mm, put you in the state of uh, tears, emotional state. So also, and there's another one. It says you have nothing to feel guilty about because, as you could see, those are the stairways to heaven up here through the clouds. Okay, you have nothing to feel guilty about because you might question certain things and you have to release them, let go. Um, you always be connected to him, always, always. And when your time comes, I'm telling you, you're gonna know what because he'll be there waiting for you. So yeah, he passed suddenly. That maybe that you know sometimes I don't know how to put it. You wanted you might have wanted to do well maybe this and that. You question it, but there's nothing to question about because it was in his contract to exit that way. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So he's saying we have been together in dreams. Look at the the feel of it look like um, lilacs or some kind of flower. So, yeah, at home I couldn't help him. Yeah, right. So never feel guilty about that because I know if you heard my story once before, I had my mom. I was grateful enough to be there when she passed. Lavender, yeah, lavender. Everything. I said lilacs because I'm thinking about my lilacs. They just come out. So um, my that's one thing I know about that I questioned myself. I went through hell. This is about 35 years, maybe more, before I got married. Uh, I had a girlfriend, and this girlfriend committed suicide, and I blew my mind like crazy. I questioned myself mentally. I went through hell because I was questioning myself. Maybe I should have did this. Maybe I should have did that. Maybe I should have been there. Maybe I wasn't with her, but I mean, I wasn't living with her either. I was dating her, but I really, really loved her. She was also only 35 years old. She was 35 years old, and she was teacher in little kids in school. But I didn't know that there was problems in her whatever. So I mean, I questioned that for almost 35 years, maybe, yeah, sort of around that area, and wondering because I didn't go get help from psychiatrists. I put put myself through it. I survived it. Then I went into these chats in YouTube when COVID hit, and I had the question about that, and I wonder what the hell, because I gave her love and everything and everything. I wonder what the hell, why did she do that? And she showed up in one of those chats. I got a reading from somebody, a reader, okay? So the person said I can see her. She because I get images myself also. People appear. So she appeared to that person and she was full of holes. So the holes, and she said, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So she was saying, I'm sorry, because I carried on that hurt or that question all these years because I was wondering, why would you do that? And the explanation was her soul was full of holes. Mine was hurt or the wounds, like when you're a child, you carry these wounds without knowing consciously. These wounds, when you were raised, you were hurt and things like that, like lack of love or abuse and things like that. So I didn't know anything about her before. So she carried in when she met me, and we had a really, really good time. Really, really good time. Like nothing. Like we enjoyed, and I was wondering what happened to her. So the holes, she showed up full of holes. It's like I was told by the reader, no matter how much love you give to this person, the holes represent like a glass or cup that's full of holes. Try to pour water in, it goes right through. She couldn't, no matter. So it was in the contract, but I mean, it took a lot of time to heal from that. Okay, my wife actually helped me, and my wife was really special. I mean, I got lucky. I really did get lucky after that because I've been with my wife almost 32 years now, okay? Something like that. 32 years. I never lasted in a relationship that long. So, all these problems. I got lucky. I don't know. I'm really, really grateful for my life today. I went through a hell of a time with all these experiences. I thought I did something wrong. I didn't understand why. And I really, really questioned. I should have been there. I should have done this, should have done that. Well, look, there's nothing. I did nothing wrong. I actually did nothing wrong. Um, and I had to understand that part. But the way the reader put it up to me and showed me or told me about these holes, then I all of a sudden it clicked to me, and I understand because I was full of holes too, but maybe um, not to a point to where I give up on life and commit suicide, but she did anyway. I and my intuition kicked in, and I knew, yeah, and I knew so that the reader was correct about that. Somehow it made sense to me. So, and then I understood, but it took all these years to understand that. I did tell my wife about that, and she love can heal. Okay, through time, love can heal because I had my own holes or wounds, or call it what you, and they all healed. So Put it that way. Okay. Um, it doesn't mean that one replaces the other. It just means that we are able to move on. It's not easy, but I know that if had a cardiac arrest, yeah, that's it. This is quick. I know that if you were in my position and you had a near death experience, you would feel differently about life after death, whatever. I know physically the person is not here, but spiritually, the soul, the spirit is always with us. I I know. I know I can feel my mother all the time. She's always with me doing these readings with you guys. So, and there's another thing she did before she left. I was holding her hand when she was in the hospital dying from cancer, lung cancer. And when she took her last breath, she sent me a message that I couldn't talk about this. And I told my wife later on, but years after, years after, I mean, I, I had confidence to tell my wife that, but I couldn't, I still can't tell my family what the message was. As I was holding my mom's hand, she took her last breath, and the first thing I felt was excitement, joy. Oh my God, like long time I haven't seen you. And I knew, and my mom knew that I had the ability to understand. So I felt the energy go through when I was holding her hand. That's the message I got when she was when she took her last breath, and when she crossed over. I felt excitement, joy, happiness. Oh my God, reunion, all that stuff. But I couldn't tell my family that's what I felt through the art, through holding her hand. But that was something, and I had to hang on to that. The first person told my is my wife. She understood. I'm lucky. I'm just lucky I have somebody that understand. People have judgment about that. So it's about healing yourself. We go through the experience we need to. That's why I'm saying it's important for me anyway to be able to support what other people love, support love, whatever you're going through, united. Every person has their journey. Every person sometimes we go through similar things. But that's why we're here. Okay, to unite, and it helps a lot. Okay, so J Cat Lady said, my daughter is that way. She has all holes in her soul. She was sexually abused when she was spending the weekend at her father's. That okay, that's another thing. I was in. I know about these things. What you're talking, J Cat Lady, because I was in. I took courses. They were human relationships uh, courses. I don't know how to say it because it was in French. Okay, I don't know how to put it together, but they were courses with um, a professional. Okay, that uh, it was sort of like a course to be able to face your fears, your your wounds, and things like that. Also, I went through a lot of stuff, and in these courses, we were at least, I think, we're around 10 or 12, 15, something like that. I don't remember exactly. They were taking the course at the same time as me. Now, there was, then we have to, scared like crazy. I was scared because uh, you have to talk about your things in front of a bunch of people in a crowd. Okay. There's a crowd at a meeting, and we have to talk in front of them, stand up on stage, and let things out. So um, that And then I was shaking my boots to be standing up in front of people talking because I was shy. I was like, uh, I'm not a gang member or anything like that. I spent my whole life, mostly alone in in the woods and things like that. I'm not that kind of people to stand on stage and start talking to people. But I had to go through it if I wanted to pass the course. So during the Fint course, they put us in, there was people listening to us in a hall, in a room. Okay. So I went and talked in the front, and and I had I had courage to listen to two young women that were in my course. And I mean, I talked to them before when we were in the course. I didn't know nothing, nothing about what they went through. Well, both of them, what J Cat Lady was saying, they both expressed in wide open public. It was a public. They both had wounds about sexual abuse from their father, and my heart sunk because I didn't know. I had so much. I thought they were so courageous, and I had a lot of respect for them. I mean, my heart just went out to them, really. Then after the course, we all went gathered in a restaurant and had a meal together in the restaurant. So that was. It's not written in somebody's face that they went through that, and it was actually their own father. So that wow, you know what I mean. So I know what that is, so, and it's pretty hard to heal that part of something like that happen. She's homeless beside him. Yeah, it's hard to live with that, and that is because she thinks she's sort of thinks she's guilty of something, but she's hanging on to guilt somehow. Yeah. So anyway, a big shout out to all these beautiful ladies that go through stuff like that. I mean, I've seen it with my own two eyes. I felt it. I was there. Uh, the the coming out. It took a lot of guts. I mean, it really took a lot of guts to talk about this in public, standing on the stage. I'm talking about 30 years ago, maybe more, maybe 40 years ago. Those courses I'm talking about, and I was so I had so much respect for them. So, okay, Donna, I got your Henry up there. Anyway, I just want to express my a lot of healing love for you and your loved one and your daughter. It's not easy. There's homeless people here in Canada. They are 70 years old. There's all kinds of people. The drugs are all over the place. They it's crazy what's going on today for that. Hmm. So thank you all for Brandon. I don't know, and then I got Brandon Aquila, Lucy Mercier, Donna Luna. Oh my God, I got I got I gotta be here for a while. Okay, Brandon. I don't know if Brandon is still here. I'd like a general reading, whatever is possible, please. Thank you. So, okay, Patricia, I got you. But that'd be the last one for tonight. I'll be here for 4 hours. Just give me a minute, you guys. I'll be back in a minute. So chat among us if you will. Thank you, Patricia, for moderating. And I got you a question uh, for message from your dad and mom. Okay. That's my wife, by the way. In that picture is my wife. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, that was a little while back, but that was my wife. That was her birthday, so I took a picture and I decided to use it because I love that picture. So does she does too. Okay, so Brandon, I don't know if you're still here. Okay, I'm just gonna hide this. After all these, okay, Brandon. After all these things I've been through, I'm telling you, I learned to be grateful for what I got. Uh, because I ended up with nothing left, and today, wow, it, I still impressed by that stuff. How spirit took over, and it really did take over because you know I could have ended up like everybody else, you know. But it wasn't meant for me, and that near death experience really put the energy in the right places for me to follow that journey. I met a lot of good people in the world. Uh, wow, what was it? So Brandon, hmm, let's come up. You see. It's not easy to accept that, J Cat lady, but the only thing you can do is accept it, and the universe is there to help her. It's quite a life lessons, though. We all have different life lessons. Sometimes people go through hard lessons. Okay, Brandon, there's something. Let me see. Should I take a look? Hmm. So she want. I'd like a general reading whenever possible. Thank you. Okay, that's what you were saying. But here, um, first card that came out, Brandon, was the Five of Wands. So, as you can see in this card, there's some sort of conflict, disagreement between um, some kind of conflict between other people. And I don't know if this resonates with you. It's about financial. There's going to be some negotiation. So the Six of Pentacles is about negotiation. I don't know if this uh, resonates with you, Brandon, but this is about money situation or needed negotiation. There's a lot of getting rid of things that are don't serve you anymore. The Page of Swords is it's about pages are about messages, messages. Excuse me, messages. Okay, pages is about messages. Getting rid of whatever doesn't serve you anymore. There's there would be um, there's a Knight of Pentacles coming along, so it's about financial situation. There will be also I have the outcome is positive with the Six of Cups, as you can see, sharing an agreement between two people. So you got the Six of Cups. So it will come to an agreement, but there's things that have to be communicated, discussed, decided on. So thank you, Brandon, for your question. So that's the cards I pulled for you. Much love and light to you and all your loved ones. You're welcome. Um, searching for my so let's see who I have in the queue. You're welcome, Brandon. This resonates, and he says thanks. Okay, Akila. Okay, Akila. I hope you're still here, Akila. If you're not, you can watch the replay. I'll take a card. Let me see. Hmm. So, Akila, I'm gonna pull a card from the secret language of light. Um, Transmissions from your soul. I love your picture. Great picture of you. Okay. So, number eight. So, Akila, I got a card that I pulled for you. If you watch the replay or if you're here, and here we go. From the secret language of light, I got meditation, number eight. Meditation, number eight. So, and the message is love and master your emotions. It's time to beginning or resume a meditation practice. Gently reflect on how far you have come. Emotional mastery means choosing to be in charge of your life by adjusting your emotions. Yeah. And it says ideas and intellect to something that feels easy and softer. This discipline will liberate you by opening a door in tranquility and wisdom of your soul's love. You can go beyond limitations while you are still focused on them. Meditate by focusing on something that brings you joy, such as having a massage, playing with your pets, spending time with your children. That I know you do. Um, or creating art. There is no right or wrong way to meditate. It's just a gentle shift in your attention from the physical world into a world of infinite possibilities. Meditation is the way of resetting your energy that brings you into neutral space from where you can move forward. Your life experiences have led you here. Allow them to be the catalyst that creates joy and freedom. That's the message for you. So I'll show you the card again. Meditation. And it's got a big heart. Wow. So there's the big heart. I love these cards. I love the secret language of life. So I hope that resonated with you, Akila. Many, many blessings to you and all your loved ones. And happy Mother's Day. So let me see who I have next. Lucy Mercier. Then Donna Luna, Dan Ernest is in the queue. Donna, Suzanne, and Patricia Fazzino. So let's see. What a card from my daughter Amanda. Sometimes I think she has a double personality. uh, yeah. So you guys getting storms out there, Suzanne? I'm just going to hide this, Amanda. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me on Saturday. I've been doing this for 5 years, over 5 years now. And I had a wonderful visit from Linda G. Wow. She surprises me sometimes. I don't know. So, yeah. Thank you. She surprised me sometimes. She comes in the chat like that. I don't know. She has done a couple times before, but every time I get surprised. Mm. Hmm. I think I'm going to use, let me see, Lucy Messier. Yeah. I'm going to use these cards, Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. It's not easy to have a child and um, uh, in that situation. But drugs was going to say, drugs can really create havoc on our minds and body and soul. So I don't know what to say. It's sometimes we need professional help or people like in that situation, a group, community. Oh, hmm, yeah. Something about karma in there. Lucy says I saw her. Oh, you talking about Linda G? Yeah. She has surprised me several times. Yeah, she does. I've read her. I read with her. I, I think two, three times. I think, but she's so busy and things like that. She's very generous and funny. She's funny. So I think this reading is more about you. It'll be about more about you than your daughter, Lucy. So as I'm pulling the cards right now, it's to help you. Mhm. All you can do is support love, support center love, and the universe is there to help her, but she needs to want to help herself also. And when you get in this situation, Linda G surprised somebody in the other reading today. The reader said, "Is this the Linda G?" Yeah, yeah, I know it is. The Lucy said, "Yes, it is very hard, exhausting cannabis." Well, you know, in a way, cannabis is not a strong drug, and you know, not as strong as drug as the other ones, but it's addictive. So it's a way for the mind and spirit to get away from things or thinking about. Yeah. So I got this is the cards, Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. This is more about how to help you deal with, and it's funny. Yeah, it's exhausting. I got Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. It's not easy. It's not easy, to turn around on this energy because our emotions, emotional attachments, and everything. But um, she has yours. She has her soul. You have yours, and sometimes we have to master our own emotions through experience, have discernment, and things like that. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially when it's your child, and we want to help our children see the light or come to a different outcome. But she needs other help, like a community, like people that understand what people like her that went through an experience like this, um, that can communicate with each other and come to like alcoholics will use AA, um, or something like that. That's what I'm talking about. A community where they get together and understand each other, what it's like to go through, and what's wrong. Because I got this is more about you, Lucy. Green Terra, supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust that, you know, because there's a time where you have to. Yeah, I know it affects your brain, hallucinations, and you know it too. But you have to. It's very hard to resonate with things like that, or be effective because she needs outside help. Like what I mean, even if you're the parent, I'm telling you, it's like family is one thing, a community is another thing. I'm talking about community help, like a surrounding, like other people like her to understand. Like I'm talking about AA, you know, uh, family can, it's hard. I never heard of a family helping an alcoholic. The alcoholic. Good night, Susan. Good night, Susan. Take care. Much love and light to you. Okay. So it's mostly community outside of what the parents. Yeah, I know you're trying every day. I'm glad you're here because you're getting support, Um, you're getting support and you need that support. So I got Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. So these cards are mostly to help you deal with everyday, uh, because there's some things we don't control, uh, energy. We don't control, sort of, we don't control anything actually, so we don't control things. There's something, it happened, and you just, but I know, I believe she's living with you. Right? Am I correct about that? You're trying to support her and things like that, and it's not easy. Rather, she's living with you rather than being out in the street, and you're doing the right thing. Um, I got Rehar soul frame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. It's funny because that's one thing I'm learning also, uh, and I got to learn with all these experiences I've been through. I was I was such an emotional person before. It wasn't funny. I was so fragile. Anything could snap like this with me. But that's because I was abused. Uh, so I had to learn about mastering our emotional state. Um, take the fear out of it. And it's not easy. I took a lot of courses. I've been in a lot of situations. I talked to a lot of people. I've been through so many things. Yeah. Yeah, I know you love your daughter and dislike her behavior. That's one thing you cannot control. You can't control somebody at all. All you can do is support, love, support. It's not easy to do that. I'm telling you, it's not easy to do that because we love them in a certain way that we don't want them to be hurt. And but all we can do is send love, much love and light to all our loved ones. That's all we can do. And you need that support also. So, much love and light to you. That's how we help each other because we all have things to do ourselves. We all go through stuff. Some days are better, some days are not. Look, this situation, it's not easy. I know some people were on YouTube, they lost their child. You every minute that you every minute that you were with your daughter, it's it's sort of like thank you, being grateful, and do the best you can. You can do and do the best you can because some people don't have their child anymore. Some people lost their child. These people, I don't know. A person that loses their child is so horrible. I don't know. No, I haven't been through that. I lost people, but I mean, losing your child is another thing. It's like it's a little bit like losing your pet also because it's almost like your child. Your pet is your child. I understand that. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you. So Cat Lady says, yeah, you keep sending her. I know she'll come around in her own time. I just continue to send her light, love, and healing energy. That's all I can do. Because if they're not ready, they wa- they have to want to heal themselves. They have to want. Just like me. When I decided, okay, I had enough of this. I got to go find something, and my spiritual journey started. Then I searched to heal from all the abuse and all the things. Oh my God, there's a lot. No. So Lucy says, those cards are all my thoughts so hard. I'm recovering from pacemaker surgery and being mindful of that's what you got to take care of yourself. Love yourself. You cannot give love to somebody else if you don't love yourself, you know, first. And I'm saying first. I had to learn that. I had to learn that because, oh my God, uh, I've been down there. Um, okay, let me see where I'm at. I got some more questions to do. So I hope that resonated with you, Lucy. I'm just gonna. I didn't think I'd be this long on you, but I'm glad to be here. So Donna Luna says my other son bought a puppy blue nosed pit bull from a crackhead or a pack of cigarettes and a lighter. He had marks on his neck like they were trying to fight it. Um, yeah, okay. What I'm this dog was being trained to. This is a pit bull, right? Right. So Donna, you here? Uh, yeah, that's the pit bull. So sometimes they're into training to fight, like fighting battles between, you know, because this is a pit bull. I think he said, yeah, blue nose pit bull from Craighead. Yeah. Hmm. So my question is that this homeless person steal this puppy from someone he said he thought he bought for $50 from someone. Um, I don't think he bought. I don't think he bought it for $50. There's no way. I don't think so. I don't think he bought it. So there's some kind of. The dog was abused, by the way. Uh, he's abused. So the more love and comfort you give that dog, the better he become because he needs that. Because the dog is was mistreated in a certain way, cruelty, like crazy. So um, there's a reason why you got your son got that puppy also. So, huh. In a way, I would say he took it. He's you know, but it was meant for you to have that puppy in a way. Your son was meant to have that puppy. Oh, Lucy said, police told me to kick her out. No, no. Okay, let me see. So that's what I'm getting, Donna. Your son was meant to have that puppy, you know, uh, in a way. But give it love and everything. I'm telling you, I got my Jenny was abandoned by the mailbox about 200 feet from the house here, in the country, and was abandoned dog in a cardboard box. She was 2 months old. Uh, in the month of January, that was cruel like crazy. But I picked her up in the box and I brought her in the house. First thing she did to me when I laid her on the floor, she was about 2 months old. She licked my hand, and ever since that, I kept her all these years. So she died last year, uh, 2023. She was 13, 14 years old, around that. Um, so, and I noticed that when I brought her to the vet, and she was like scary, like fearful, and I knew she was abused when she was young. So, and I give her love and everything. So, no, she did. I don't think he paid $50 for that. There's no way. So, in a way, the dog was meant to follow the energy. The dog was meant for your son to have that dog. It's a cool way. It's like me. I got the dog. It came to me. It was meant to be with me, but I got it in a way. Somebody abandoned him at the mailbox in the month of January. So this dog was abused, by the way. So as far as I can sense abused with uh, some kind of training to fight other dogs. So put it that way. So anyway, it was meant. That's what I have for you, Donna. I didn't pull any cards because I don't think I don't need cards for that one. Um, that's your other son. Okay. So I hope that resonated with you. Give it love, give it understanding. Be gentle, very, very gentle with the dog, the puppy, and you will see. It's how you treat the animals. They don't forget, by the way. So Dan, are you here? Um, I got Dana Artist. I got Donna for Henry, Susan. Let me see. I'm retiring at the end of the school year 2026. That's about okay, in the month of June, I believe. June, July, something like that. At your birth, if your birthday is July 1st, so it's around that area. Uh, teaching. I hope to be able to sell my artwork much more so then now can you please look to see if that will be happening for me. Okay. We'll see what comes up here. Dan, I hope you're still here. If not, you can watch the replay. Okay, you're there. Okay. I'm just gonna hide this for a minute. We're all going through something, eh? Well, we're all on our own journey. We're all going through something. We're in transit, uh, transformation. Every one of us, our souls. Yes, June 30th, 2026. Yeah, at the end of June. Um, yeah, it comes up. Hmm. Yeah, I can see you. I can see you, Dan. I know you're there. Uh, hmm, okay. I can sure see you with all those emojis. I noticed that goes in there. Dan, when he goes in to ask a question on Milo's channel, he puts all these emojis, and most of the time, yeah, Milo finds and answers his questions. It works, by the way. It does, especially that amount of emojis. Oh, okay. Um, so I got three cards. I'll show you the cards I have. Then they're positive cards, by the way. Um, keep manifesting what you want in your retirement. Okay, keep manifesting that energy because I'm trying to click this. Not sure how to show I'm here. Oh well, you got so many. No wonder I could be with all those emojis. Yeah. Okay. The first card I got then is a page of wands. Communication. Uh, a way to communicate your art to others. Um, there's a lot of ways to communicate. Okay, um, the more you focus on that communication skills, the way to get your art through. So you and the next card, it looks positive, by the way. So 2026 is a year from now, so it has the ability to manifest itself in a way maybe not exactly what how you want it, but trust in the universe and put your good intentions to it. Because you got the king, you got a king of pentacles. That is the finances. Okay, so there's I would say relationships, people to meet and things like that. So keep doing what you're doing and let people know about your artwork. Okay, what you want in life. Keep activating it. And I see, as you can see, these is three cards. The last card I got is the Four of Wands, and that is like a contract, uh, a coming together, an agreement. As you can see, I know it's a card about these two people getting married, but it means the same thing: a contract or coming together. So your dream will come to an agreement. It's just that I don't know when exactly, but keep on doing what you're doing. So I hope those cards resonate with you, Dan. Just let me know. Because things, more you manifest them, the more you attract them. It's to focus on those things. So I hope that resonates with you, Dan. Much love and light to you and all your loved ones, and all the emojis you put in the chat. So I know Donna Luna says, my son Henry had, how does the first presentation for all the big bosses at Tech Research Institution, the food presentation was over the top. I don't know what you mean by that. I think it all is good. I think everything is good. Actually, your son knows what he's doing. He really knows his stuff. So, yeah. So Susan says she wants to know, can you pull a card when 45 will go away? Hmm, okay. I don't know. So try this. I'll try pulling one card to see. It's funny. Susan wrote, Susan said, can you pull a card when 45 will go away? The card I said, I'm going to try this anyway. See what comes up. Guess what I pulled? The Four of Swords. Okay. I look at the picture now. When is 45 going away? Hmm. So the Four of Swords. Oh my God. No, he's gonna be put to rest for sure. Uh, so it's the four. So it's not 4 days. It could be in 4 months. So I don't know what that is. 4 months. We're in May, June, July, August. Would be around September. I don't know. We'll see if that works out. September, 4 months. So, yeah. J.E. Catley said, my pendulum said he will have a stroke on the fourth week of August. Kim of intuitive December 15th to 25, he will pass. That is possible. That energy is very, very, very possible. He's so full of medication. I don't know how, you know, he's got some dandy doctors around him. He's getting the best healthcare, but I don't know. It's I could. It's so full of medication is wow. But I said the fourth, so you said the fourth week, and I got number four. So there you go. The fourth week or the fourth one. I heard, yeah, could be 4 weeks also. Huh. Interesting and crazy. It is interesting, eh? I mean, he's such in bad health. Uh his his skin, the color of his skin is the. I mean, I could see it when he sometimes they show him up, but he's a liar. He put a lot of makeup on it. I mean, anyway, I just feeling very, very unhealthy right now, and everything's coming down on him like crazy. So the tower moment is coming. So even Dan says, "What are you saying? You don't? No, he won't make it to 25." So I'm not the only one that thinks like that. So, I'm not the only one though. But I've been doing this when I first said it a couple months back there this year somehow. I don't think because people were panicking, saying you got to last for 40. There's no way. There's no way it lasts 4 years. Then I felt the energy coming down like crazy. There's a change in the energy. So uh, there's, there's no way. I, I don't. I don't feel it. So Donna Luna says Henry would like 5 cards for the next couple months. Okay. So Henry, are you here? Donna, are you here? I thought there was a song about Donna. I don't remember. It's too long ago. An old song. I'm thinking about something. Know the song. Oh, would like a 5 for the next couple of months. Then I have Patricia Franzino after that. Okay, and that'll be. Oh yeah, oh Donna, yes, Richie Valens. Dan Harris says he's deadly pale. Jay Catley says the 18th of August. It's coming. There's something coming anyway. I think everybody feels this energy about 45. So I'm going to use the. I'm going to use these cards for Henry, Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. My God, I've been on for 3.5 hours. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be on this long, but I enjoy it. So I only do it once a week at least. I'm not doing it. Uh, some people do 4 or 5, like three, three, three lives a day, something like that. I don't know how you do it. I don't know, too much. But some people say, "How come you do? How can you do 3.5 hours?" I've done 5 hours one time. That was before. I'd done 5 hours before, but um, I don't know. I just enjoy it. That's the thing about me. I enjoy it. So Henry Luna. So I'm picking some cards, the 5 cards for you. And see. Yeah, well, Mita does live 6 days a week, but I know he does it for 30 to 45 minutes sometimes, or 50 minutes. But, but I've seen people do 2 lives, and even I've seen 3 lives in one day. I don't know how you do that. I mean, that's too much. Well, I have a life to take care of. I have spent time with my wife also, and things to do at home. So I can't be on uh, live every day like that. Yeah, yeah. He usually does 35, 40 minutes. But I love Milu's energy. He's and now I see he's starting to get. He's starting to get hair. Like little. I see hair growing on his head now. You know. Okay, Donna says, Ron, thank you very much. I'm on my way home for the now for my mom's house. See you next Saturday for more fun with Ron. Yeah. So I'm pulling the cards for Henry. Um, yeah, he's growing his hair back. I think you know, I like it anyway. I like to see it with a little bit of hair on his head. I think it shows. Uh, I like it anyway. Good night, JD. Cat lady, good night. Take care. Much love and light to you and all your family. Uh, and thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. A happy Mother's Day. Whether you have children or not, or fur babies. Hmm. I have one more card to pull, and I'll be ready for you, Henry. And thank you again for your donations on PayPal. And congratulations on your promotion. I was so happy to hear that. Yeah, yeah. Well deserved, though. Well deserved. Okay, so let me see. Then I have Patricia Franzino next. It'll be my last one for tonight after this. Yeah. So, Henry, Luna, here's your 5 cards. It's from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards from Carl Gray. Give me a second. Another drink of water. Oh my. At least tomorrow is Sunday, so I can get some rest. Oh my God! Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Marilla says thank you for donations. Generous of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kay. Thank you so much. Uh, Dan Artis says my son Peter has psychic dreams. About a month ago, he jumped. He was 5 years in the future. He was looking back at Trump's term, and he was studying it, and he saw that 2025 he was no longer there. There you go, Dan. I mean, we're all picking up some similar energies like that. I don't. I mean, I feel it. I don't see it. I don't see him getting through. Yeah. Thank you so much. Very generous of you. Thank you both for your generosity, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being here tonight with me. So, thank you for your support. Uh, okay, Henry. The first card I got was Commander Ashtar. I hope I'm saying this right. So, call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. I believe that's what you're doing in your new promotion. Okay, so the next one is the Joan of Arc, the voice of truth. Your um, uh, a very truthful person. Henry is a very truthful person. It's like a Joan of Arc kind of person. Okay, the voice of truth. Stay strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak the truth. But I think that's in your personality. You are that way already. Um, and yeah, congratulations on your next retirement. Great artwork. I remember it on Facebook. So I don't know how to say this name. I really don't know. Sir None knows. Sir None knows. Life forces. I think that's the first time I've ever pulled this card in this deck. Wow. So life forces. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. That's the third one, Henry. The fourth one I have is Kalima. Kalima. Facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So I think you are living your purpose. You're on your journey, on your purpose, life purpose. So, Henry, the last card I got, and I hope all this resonates with you, Bridget, inner strength. Oh my God, I wish the camera would settle down. I don't know if it's going to focus. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power, as you can see. You have the power. So those are the five cards I pulled from the Keepers of the Light Oracle card, Henry. So I hope those cards resonate with you. Much love and light to you and all your family. And again, a happy Mother's Day to your mom, Donna. Happy Mother's Day to your mom and yourself. Okay. I know I'm getting tired because I'm looking at what did I do with that card? Okay, Patricia Franzino, I think is next. That'll be the last one for tonight. I think. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Yeah. Okay. So Patricia Franzino, you want a message from any message from my dad and your mom, I believe. I sent her all both together and everything. Um, I'm going to use the same cards. And mom, okay. I'm going to use the same cards I used all the time when I do readings like that. Talking to Heaven by James Van Prague. So, yeah, I got everyone tonight. Well, I started them up on the queue, but you know, I didn't think I'd be on this long. But anyway, I enjoy doing this anyway. So. I could I could sense Patricia, your mom and dad is very very present. Um, they're present in your life. You know, like very present. I can feel their presence near you. Still, they support you in any way they can. Uh, now let's see what the cards have to say. Mhm. Funny thing, I'm going to tell you something, Patricia. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but look, I was feeling this one stronger than the other. That one wanted to come through, stuff like you know, one. I don't know if it's your daddy or mom, but one is got a strong energy more than the other in character, like sort of like I don't know. Uh, um, yeah, there's one is stronger than the other. Like something like I'm just gonna say it. It's like move over. I want to say hi, but give me some space. I want to say hi. Something like that. You know, I want to give me some space. Something like that. It's, that's what I was feeling like getting. You know, it felt like that. Yeah. and something like that. Move over if I want to say hi, or something like that. I want give me some space, something like that. It, it felt like that. So, oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Patricia. Here we go. Um, first card that came out. My mind is free. So my mind is free. Did one of them? I was going to say something about my mind is free. It's like, hmm, um, somebody caught up in the mind a lot, like which was my mind is free. It's something like caught up in their mind a lot. One of them seems that way. Um, Difficulty to express what's going on. Not being able to speak my mind, something like that. Okay, that's okay because I'm just I'm just feeling the energy that right now. What it's like. Okay, it's like my mind is free now. So some dementia for my mom at the end. She died at 97, 97 years old. Okay, dementia could do that because not being able to express myself free. But yeah, okay. So that's what I was picking up. It says, I'm learning over here. I'm learning, as you can see the book. We have life review. Some things, sometimes we realize when we're on the other side. Dad had an issue in expressing how he felt in arguing. That was something like that too. Yeah. Uh, but now they're both free on the other side, and they're enjoying the the time they are together, and also supporting both are supporting you at the moment. Okay, but they're also learning. You go to life review on the other side, and you learn from your life review. Well, you know, yeah. So you learn maybe I should have done this learning how to because at the time depending how you grew up, depending how you were raised, uh there's life lessons maybe would have been I would have done differently, but that's it. But, okay, the other thing I got here, there is no time because time doesn't exist on the other side. There's no time, only on earth. There is no time where I am. Time is only on earth. So, so time is only on earth. There's also, I got a picture of what came out, a unicorn. as a soul, I can be in several places at once. So they're watching over you. Okay. Now, so the unicorn, you see this horse with a unicorn. So the soul can be at several places at once. So they're really, really showing up and supporting me, by the way. So the last thing they want you to know, the expression, they want you to know, both saying the same thing. There is no such thing as death. Um, they both know that because they're already on the other side. Um, they want to express their love. There's a lot of love there. A lot of love. So I hope that resonates with you. Um, Patricia Franzino. I believe you can feel them sometimes. So sometimes, like you could see signs of something or feel something. I think you can feel them sometimes. So to resonate with you, okay, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for moderating, Patricia. Thank you for your time. I know it's been, geez, I've been on for 3.5 hours, more than that. So anyway, I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe I'll have some chocolate. It's after midnight here. I think Patricia is the same time as me. Eh? She's in New York City. Patricia lives in New York City. Uh, I think it's well, right? Almost 4 hours. I don't. I gotta probably feel it. I can. Please leave a comment after the show, so it helps my channel too. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for moderating. Manhattan. I was going to say Manhattan. So yeah. Um, so I think your parents, you could feel them sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. So much love and light to all. Uh, Happy Mother's Day tomorrow. So I'm going to spend a little time with my wife before I go to bed. But tomorrow's Sunday, so I can I can do what I want. So, so thank you so much. Much. Love and light. Good night, everybody. Take care. Thank you. Thank you.